¿Qué onda, vatos? Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again with little Infamous over here. Chiquilin. Like you see, baby? So anyways, let's talk about the 2022 Indians and let's talk about the 2022 Harley-Davidsons. People were wondering, hey, how does it compare to this? How does it compare to that? I still have videos on this event that I haven't even uploaded. I haven't even published. I think I spoiled my whole event with having my dessert. I think the Dark Horse, the Chief, was one of the first bikes I rode, and I mean, after that test ride, I didn't have the same enthusiasm with some of the other bikes. So that's probably one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded a lot of the videos. The Scouts, I didn't upload them. The 60, the Bobber, I didn't upload some of those videos. So I test rode a lot of the bikes here, and I test rode a lot of the bikes. And I mean, as far as torque and in first impressions, the speed mode on the 116, man, it's crazy. And it also had that same feeling as the Sportster S. I mean, these modes are completely, they give these bikes a completely different feel. A lot of the guys at this event and at the Indian event, they didn't like the sport mode in the Chief because they were just talking about how twitchy the bike felt. And I think that's one of the changes. A lot of the viewers were talking about how these bikes have shorter legs. I mean, I did enjoy the sport mode. I enjoyed the modes, and I really liked how the bike felt completely different depending on the riding mode. So it was it was a fun event at both of these events. I mean, they were both great days. As you can see, the Indian event, it was during the summer, so it was a lot hotter. We're talking about triple digits. And the recent event at the 2022s, of course, I'm just talking about the 2022 models. It was a much nicer day. It's in winter. I mean, we're still in winter. We're still in winter right now, but it was somewhere around the high 60s, low 70s. It was a beautiful day. It wasn't that hot. I typically ride all the time throughout the whole summer, and I don't mind the triple digits. So it wasn't too much here at the Indian event. But anyways, as far as performance, torque, of course, the sport mode feels ridiculous. And on the 116, I didn't push the bikes as much as I did at the Indian event, mainly because we were riding in a group. At the Harley event, they kind of just let us do our own thing, which was very nice. If you guys seen some of the videos, I did get up there in speed. I did push these 2022 models to their limit, but as far as the Indian, I didn't see the full capability of the performance. Just around town acceleration, city riding, they were very impressive. As far as the 2022s, from Harley, they're still the same bike. People were talking about for the Indians that they don't have oil coolers. They don't have some of the features that Harley has. And it just depends on the model. They do have the rear cylinder, the rear cylinder deactivation, to kind of maintain the heat and everything. I test rode these bikes in high heat on at the Indian event, so I didn't really notice it too much. And the FTR is also water cooled, liquid cooled, so it wasn't that bad. Espérase pues, chiquillo, un farocho, siéntate, no voy a sus nalgadas, tenga, chinche chiquillo, un farocho, ahí siéntase. So, anyways, I mean, yeah, man, the technology the Indian is offering, it's great. There's just some drawbacks with the Indian that you get with the Harley-Davidson, and that's, the feel, the sound. I mean, both of the bikes sound amazing. When we're talking about a single crank, man, I'm trying to get this kid. I mean, the Indians sound great as well, but they just don't have the aftermarket support, and that's the only, drawback to the Indian. It's just the aftermarket support is just not there. So if you wanted to, if you wanted to customize these bikes and you wanted to change it up a little bit, with bolt-ons and plug-and-plays and stuff like that, then you have to go with the Harley-Davidson. I mean, they have they have a huge aftermarket support, and they should, because they sell 100,000 bikes. Anyways, where was I? Something about aftermarket support, 100,000 bikes. Yeah, I think Harley, even for last year during the whole pandemic, they still sold somewhere around north of 100,000 bikes. And as a manufacturer of parts, of course, are you going to focus on Indian, which probably sold somewhere around 20,000? They haven't really released the numbers. Or are you going to manufacture parts for Harley-Davidson that has over 100,000 units? Your product's going to be out there, and it's going to be available more to these owners. Of course, this is why Harley-Davidson has such a wide support of aftermarket parts. And I think during the pandemic, of course, a lot of people, or a lot of these manufacturers, they were dealing with shortages, labor shortages. You guys already heard me say this before. They've been dealing with a lot. So I think I think the support was going to be there for Indian, but just the release and the timing of it just really hurt Indian. And I believe they're getting there. I know they have a little bit more support from Memphis shades. So if you're wondering about fairings, and they're getting there with the exhaust. I think there's a couple manufacturers that are building exhaust systems for their bikes, but I think that's what that is. And as far as, there was something else I was gonna say, I just can't remember right now. Give me a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, the whole Indian versus Harley, the copycatting, the copying of the models. It's done everywhere, guys. I've seen some of the videos. Some of you guys have mentioned this as well in the comments in my other videos. It's done in every aspect. You see it with the car manufacturers. You see it with the sedans. You see it with Toyota. You see it with Honda. They're copying SUVs. They're copying their own sedans. They're copying minivans. They're copying different models because, of course, they sell well. Give me another minute. It's like anything out there. I mean, if you're a manufacturer and you see something sell well, like the Lowrider S, you're seeing, the sell numbers are great for your competitor, you're going to want a piece of that pie. So this is something that we saw with the Goldwing, and we saw other baggers out there. They saw how well Harley was selling their touring models and their baggers, so they decided to kind of cut into their market. So this is just, it's the game. This is the way it is. It like I said, it happens everywhere. Cálmase. Ahorita le voy a dar sus nalgadas. Where was I again, man? I already forgot. Something about copying. Wait, baby. Something about copying. Man, it's tough to make these videos. We're still, quarantined for some reason. Anyways, where am I? Where was I? I already forgot. Cállate, pues. Here, you can look at this. Anyways, I was something about copying. It's done everywhere, guys. So like I said, they're not gonna make models that just don't sell well. This is why you see the lineup, the Springfield, the Chieftain. That's why they look so similar to the Road Glide, to the Road King, and it is what it is. They're gonna keep on making these bikes. They are gonna keep on buying. They are gonna be copying one another because they want, like I said, they want a piece of that market. They want a piece of that pie. So that's why we're going to keep on seeing the competition between these manufacturers, and they're going to be providing their own features and benefits, like the riding modes that you get, with Indian, and you get a few little perks from Harley-Davidson. So, it's up to you guys. You guys are going to have to, I believe you should test ride both bikes, but if you're just, looking at, bolt-ons, aftermarket support, of course it's going to be Harley-Davidson. So all right, you guys just stay out there, stay safe, don't believe everything you read, life's a risk, get out there and ride. Later.